Friends, today we are going to tell you about such an astonishing miracle of Allah Almighty, which appeared in a terrible fire accident that recently took place near Madinah, a scene that left the whole world shocked, and people are being compelled to believe in the existence of Allah. Surely, after hearing this miracle of Allah Almighty, you too will be stunned. That is why this video is very special for all of you. Watch it till the end. And if you have full faith in the existence of Allah Almighty, then like this video from your heart and write Allahu Akbar in the comment box and share it, so that this matter can reach as many people as possible. So friends, let's begin. Friends, as you all know that 2 days ago, that is, on 17 November 2025, a big painful accident took place in Saudi Arabia, in which 45 Indian lives were lost. All these people were residents of Hyderabad, Telangana, who had reached Saudi Arabia to perform Umrah. After reaching there, first they performed Umrah in Makkah Mukarramah, and after that they were going to Madinah Munawwara by bus. But just a little before Medina, their bus collided with a diesel tanker, due to which a terrible fire broke out in the bus. At that time, there were 46 people in the bus, including the driver, out of which 45 people died on the spot. But among all of them, Allah Almighty manifested such a miracle for one person that he came out completely safe and alive, even in such a dreadful fire. Now, what exactly happened with this person that Allah Almighty protected his life? Believe me, after hearing this miracle, your faith will become even stronger. Friends, as you all know, every day thousands of people from India go to Saudi Arabia to perform Umrah. Most of them first go to Makkah Sharif and stay there for 10 to 15 days and perform Umrah. Then, after staying in Makkah for 10 to 12 days, they also go from Makkah to Medina and visit the blessed grave of the Prophet. Now, whoever goes to Saudi Arabia through any tour agency for Umrah, then the responsibility of taking them from Makkah to Medina is also of that same tour agency. In the same way, a similar Umrah tour had gone from Hyderabad to Saudi Arabia some days ago, in which a total of 45 people were included. And not only this, it is being said that 7 people from the same family were also included in them, meaning that in this group, 7 people from the same household were traveling together. After performing Umrah in Makkah Sharif, all these people were going from Makkah to Medina by bus, and in their bus there were a total of 46 people, including the driver. Now all these people were going to Medina Sharif with the intention of visiting the Prophet's grave, and there was only one chant in everyone's heart: Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. Friends, here we want to tell you that the journey from Makkah to Medina is around 450 kilometers, and it takes around 6 or 7 hours to go from Makkah to Medina. Now all these people were sitting in the bus going from Makkah to Medina. It was nighttime and the bus was speeding towards Medina. But then about 160 kilometers before Medina, there comes a place called Maharaj. And upon reaching there, suddenly the bus tire burst. The bus went out of control and overturned and collided with a diesel tanker standing in front. Now the collision was so strong that the bus caught fire immediately, and within moments the whole bus became a ball of fire. And in this way, out of the 46 people sitting in the bus, 45 died on the spot, but one of them survived alive and safe by the power of Allah. Friends, according to Indian time, this accident happened at around 1:30 at night. And let us tell you that Saudi Arabia's time runs 2.5 hours behind our Indian time. So if seen this way, the accident must have happened around 11 p.m. in Saudi Arabia. Along with this, let us tell you one more thing, that most tour agencies take the people who go for Umrah during the night, because in the night the journey does not feel long. It is a journey of 6 to 7 hours, in which a person sleeps and the journey passes easily. And also the buses running in Saudi Arabia are fully air-conditioned, and their doors are such that opening them becomes very difficult. Now friends, as soon as this bus collided with the diesel tanker, it immediately caught fire, and people saw from far away that the flames were touching the sky, and breaking the windows of these buses is not an easy job, because the glasses installed in them are also very heavy. As soon as the bus caught fire, screams echoed everywhere. 45 people from Hyderabad were martyred. There was blood, debris, and pain everywhere. People were crying and praying. It felt like a small glimpse of the day of judgment had descended. Then immediately the fire brigade came and started trying to extinguish the fire. But the fire was so terrible that even the fire brigade people said that no one can survive alive in this fire. But it is said that life and death are only in the hands of Allah Almighty, and the existence of Allah is very great. Allah gives life to whom He wills and gives death to whom He wills. All of this is only in the control of Allah Almighty. Now there were a total of 46 people aboard this bus. It is said that out of them 45 people died on the spot, meaning that 45 of them were immediately burned in this fire and martyred. And they were burned so badly that it became difficult to even recognize them. But remember, Allah the Pure is Rahman, He is Rahim. Before the power of Allah the Pure we all fail. Allah can do whatever He wills. It is said that this fire was so extremely dangerous that everything in it burned to ashes. But by the power of Allah Almighty there was a person named Shoaib among them who at the time of the accident was sitting on the back seat of the bus reciting tasbih. When the bus overturned, then by the power of Allah he was thrown out from the seat and fell far away on the sand. People saw that he was alive, and not only this, he did not even get a single burn, and his clothes looked completely clean. Then people ran to him and saw that he was sitting completely safe. He did not get even a single scratch. Seeing this, everyone was astonished. Then people asked him, "What happened to you? How did you survive in such a terrible fire?" So that person said while crying, "Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. I had seen death in front of me, but my Lord saved me. At the time of the accident, I was just reciting tasbih. I was repeatedly reciting Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. I was reciting the tasbih when suddenly, I don't know what happened. The bus suddenly overturned. I felt that everything was over. I closed my eyes and cried loudly, 'O Allah, I have come with the intention of Umrah, and I am going to visit the blessed grave of the Prophet. Let me reach the blessed resting place of my beloved safely.' As soon as I said this, then such a miracle of Allah Almighty occurred that I felt as if someone was lifting me in the air and throwing me far away. Then, when my eyes opened, I saw that I was lying on the sand, and the bus was burning very terribly at a distance of 30 to 40 feet, while not even a spark of fire had touched my body. Then the surviving person was taken to the hospital. There, the doctors checked him and saw that he did not get even a scratch, not even a single burn. After that, the Saudi police wrote in their report, 'This is nothing but a miracle of Allah.' Then Shoaib reached Madinah Sharif that same night and tearfully thanked Allah Almighty. Now whoever Shoaib meets, he says only this: when a servant accepts Allah as his own, then Allah also makes him his own. Fire, water, or death, everything is under Allah. Without the will of Allah, not even a leaf can move. Therefore, we all should trust Allah in every situation and never be disappointed from the existence of Allah Almighty. Friends, remember, when a person has full faith in Allah, then even death changes its path. Allah does what no one else can do. O Allah, forgive all the martyrs who were martyred in this accident, and grant patience and beauty to their families. And along with this, O Allah, keep all of us under your special protection. Ameen, Allahumma Ameen. Friends, such miracles of the power of Allah show a person his true reality. Allah saves whom He wills from fire and covers whom He wills with His mercy in the sea, land, or air. No matter in which corner of the world a calamity comes, the help of Allah surely reaches there. In the same way, another miracle was recently seen in the heights of the sky, which astonished the whole world. Friends, now we are going to tell you about such a miracle of the power of Allah Almighty, which was seen in the sky far above this earth, upon seeing which the pilot of the airplane recited the kalima right there in the sky, and he became a Muslim right there. What happened in the sky, that upon seeing it, the pilot recited the kalima in the sky. After knowing this, you too will be astonished. That is why this video is very special for all of you. You must watch it till the end. Friends, in this world, there are two types of people. One is those who only and only trust their strength, their intellect, and their wealth. Such people also give the credit of their success to these same things. Such people forget that the one who gave them these things is also Allah, and if Allah wills, He can take all these things back from them in a moment, and such people will then keep struggling helplessly. On the other hand, the second type of people are those who trust Allah in every situation. Their faith in Allah is extremely strong. As such people, in every difficulty and trouble, ask for help only and only from Allah. And such people surely receive help from Allah Almighty. And remember, such people are the ones who succeed in this world and the hereafter, whether you accept Allah or not. He has always protected His servants through miracles. In today's video, we are going to tell you the true incident of such a person who trusted Allah, and seeing him, even the pilot was astonished, and he recited the kalima right there and became Muslim. Friends, these days a video is going very viral on social media, in which a German pilot is seen reciting the kalima in the sky. And not only this, the pilot is seen accepting Islam and becoming Muslim right there in the sky, seeing which today not only Muslims but non-Muslims as well are saluting this pilot from their hearts. What finally happened to this pilot in the sky that made him accept Islam in the sky? Come, let us know this entire incident. Friends, it was the month of Dhul Hijjah. 120 pilgrims were going to the house of Allah. The airplane was flying at an altitude of 3,000 feet. The air hostesses were behaving very politely with the business class people. People were talking with each other. Among these passengers, there was also a 30-year-old young man named Abdullah, who was sitting quietly on his seat. After a little while, the air hostess turned off all the lights of the airplane. Drowsiness began to fall over the people. Everyone was sitting quietly on their seats, when suddenly the airplane received a strong jolt. All the lights of the airplane turned on, and with the sound of the emergency siren, the whole airplane echoed. All the people became worried and began looking at each other and started thinking why this jolt happened in the airplane. Everyone began asking the air hostess, what happened to the airplane? Why this strong jolt happened? Tell us something about it. Hearing this, the air hostess said that I am talking to the captain right now. He will tell what has happened to this airplane. Friends, let us tell you that the one flying this airplane was a Brazilian pilot. And actually, when this airplane was high in the sky at that time, suddenly both its engines failed, meaning that both engines became damaged. Both engines stopped working. This pilot also had a co-pilot who was Arabic speaking. Seeing this, both pilots tried very hard to fix the engines according to their understanding, but the engines did not get fixed. Seeing this trouble, then the Brazilian pilot came out into the cabin of the airplane, and using the announcement mic, he announced that both engines of our airplane have broken down. Both engines have stopped working. According to our estimate, after 10 minutes, our airplane will crash. Therefore, we request all people to pray to their Lord for safety. Hearing this, the breaths of the passengers went up and down. All the pilgrims became unconscious in fear. Everyone began thinking about their death. The business class people began shouting that what nonsense are you speaking? You don't know who we are and where we are going. Hearing this, the air hostess said nervously that yelling and screaming here will not do anything. After a little while, we all will turn into dead bodies. After this, the air hostess said that at this time I can do only one thing for you, because I too am a passenger here like you. Then the air hostess went inside the cabin and brought out a small black box. All the passengers began looking carefully at this black box. After this, the air hostess addressed all the passengers, saying that this box is called the black box. It is a very special type of box. No matter what the thing is, whether fire or water or any calamity, nothing can affect it. If you want to leave any special message for any of your friends or your family members, then write it on a paper and put it inside this box. When this black box is found from the wreckage of our airplane, then your family or your relatives will receive your last message. Friends, as soon as the air hostess said this, hearing it all, the people aboard the airplane began screaming in fear. Panic spread among all these people. Then, when the screams increased inside the airplane, the Brazilian pilot left his cockpit and came to the passengers in the airplane and began trying to calm them. Then, this pilot saw that all the people inside the airplane were screaming badly, beating their hands and feet. But among them, the pilot saw that there was one person in that airplane who was sitting quietly in his place, peacefully sitting on his seat, performing his prayer and asking Allah for help. At such a moment when everyone is worried about their lives, everyone is trying to save their own life. Someone in the airplane is crying, someone is screaming, and in this terrifying state, one person is quietly sitting on his seat, performing prayer. When the pilot saw this person, the pilot was also astonished because the pilot saw that there was absolutely no sadness or tension on that person's face, meaning that there was nothing like fear on his face. Seeing this, the pilot began looking carefully at this person. The pilot saw that when this person completed his prayer, then he raised both his hands for supplication in the court of Allah and began praying to Allah and began saying, "O my beloved Lord, you are the master of all worlds. O Allah, today we are going to your house, the Kaaba. O Allah, we are going to visit your pure house, but our time of death has come very near. O Allah, save us from this trouble. Let us safely reach the Kaaba so that we may visit your house and perform the tawaf." Seeing this, the Brazilian pilot became even more astonished and began thinking how much trust this person has in his Allah, that even in this frightening situation he is fearlessly praying to his Allah, because the pilot's thought was that when both engines of the airplane have broken down, then who can save us in this sky now? After a little while, this airplane will crash and we all will die. Then when this person completed his prayer, the Brazilian pilot reached him and began asking, "What are you doing in this condition?" At this moment, all the people are screaming in fear, while there is not even a wrinkle or fear on your face. Hearing this, Abdullah said that I have full trust in my Lord. I have full belief in my Allah. In this moment of difficulty and in this state of trouble, I have prayed in the court of Allah for our and your safety. I have prayed in the court of God for the protection of all of us, and I have full trust in my Lord that nothing will happen to us. We all will reach our destination safely. When the pilot heard this from this person's mouth with such confidence, he became even more astonished. But after hearing such good words, he also felt peace in his heart. He became very happy inside after hearing this. Then he began thinking that let us see today how much effect there is in the prayer of a Muslim. This person is claiming in this trouble that nothing will happen to us. Let us see today the reality of this. Friends, both engines of this airplane had failed, and now it was coming down toward the ground very quickly. Seeing this, the pilot felt that this airplane could crash at any moment, it could catch fire at any moment, and then we all will leave this world. We all will die. But the words of Abdullah were repeatedly coming to the pilot's mind that nothing will happen to us. Allah will save all of us, and therefore he was now waiting for this miracle of Allah. Then when the airplane was coming down rapidly toward the ground, suddenly this pilot saw that one of the engines had started working. Seeing this, he fell into prostration and began saying, "Truly, this is a very great miracle of Allah." The effect of Abdullah's prayer showed such a result that where just a little while ago all the people were screaming, now smiles had appeared on everyone's faces. Then when this airplane took flight again and while flying reached above the Saudi Arabian city of Tabuk, Suddenly, the Brazilian pilot's companion, who was Arabic-speaking, went to the airplane mic, and while giving information about the entire incident, began saying that my fellow pilot, who is Brazilian, has been so deeply affected by Islam that he wants to recite the kalima right here, that is at this height in the sky, and become Muslim. After this, the Arabic-speaking one recited the kalima to his fellow pilot through the airplane mic, and in this way that Brazilian pilot recited the kalima right there and became Muslim. Subhanallah, friends, this is indeed a very great miracle of Allah the Pure, that Allah protected all His pilgrims in such a way. That is why in this world, not only on earth, but even in the heights of the sky, people are seen accepting Islam. Even under the water, people are seen reciting the kalima. This is a very great miracle of Allah that today people all over the world are accepting Islam rapidly. So friends, this is all for today's video. We will meet you in the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz.